monkey bread. Trust me, it's actually really good. Like, mind the name. Um, so yes, I'm tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and that means 2 days to Christmas. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think, well, depends on what you celebrate. So again, I'm gonna be making monkey bread, and I made this on Thanksgiving, so it's probably gonna be like my third time, fourth, maybe fourth time making it. On Thanksgiving, I posted about it. I made it like a bundt cake, so it was actually something you could slice. But for today, we're gonna be making like muffin tins out of it. So something mini. And actually, I'm taking foods class. So we made these for the first time. It was our first ever recipe. And they turned out like really good. So yes, I'm gonna be making them. So this was the last minute decision to decide to go live with this because I had originally planned on just like doing a YouTube short of it. But I said, you know what? There was a while ago I put out a poll saying, what would you like me to do today? And you all said, go live. And 17 people said that, and I never went live. I like forgot about it. It was a busy day. So this is making up for it. It's like a baking edition. So this is what the ingredients are pretty much. I am missing a bowl, people. Wait, where's... Wait, not me forgetting this is a bowl. Okay. We're gonna use 2 bowls, like brown sugar. This is from Thanksgiving, so it hasn't even been opened yet. Um, Something to cut these things on, and I don't know how, I'm using the Grand Southern Homestyle kind. And then we just have sugar, just plain sugar. Cinnamon, just ground cinnamon. One time I mixed up this and cumin, so yeah. Don't do that. And then pure vanilla. I don't usually use this, but I'm just adding it in to like the coating just to see if it'll make it a little bit more creamier. And for the measurements, I have, what does that say? 1 teaspoon and a fourth teaspoon, and then I have a half a cup. So we're making monkey bread, and it's gonna be like really good, trust me. So first, you start off by melting this for like 45 seconds. Don't do it too long because it will start to pop or whatever. So I made that mistake before. Yeah, so Christmas is coming up, so this is like a great recipe to make, and I'm just getting started. And we're gonna cook them and bake them in these like muffin tins. So yeah. Usually I cover it with like a wet paper towel, but to be honest, I don't feel like going in the other room to get one, so we're just gonna work with this. We're using vanilla, cinnamon, brown sugar, and it's actually very simple. Once you get the hang of it, it like gets really easy. Hi. I let it sit out for like, I guess an hour now, so it didn't need to be heated up for the full 45 seconds. So this is what it looks like. Yeah. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your brown sugar. I don't have scissors with me. Take your brown sugar and you're gonna use a half a cup of that. 1 second. Also, I'm not sure where you guys are at, but I don't know where you guys are at, but it like it's literally snowing. It's very cold here. I don't know why they make this so hard to open. My brother just got home from basketball practice. Yeah, so I'm so excited for Christmas though. My mom, I sent like a whole hyperlink. I posted about it before. I sent like a whole hyperlink of just what's it called? Of my whole Christmas list, so that was pretty fun. Okay. Usually in foods class, we have like a level so I can make sure it's like perfectly even, but I'm just gonna like try my best here. So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. Okay. Have you guys seen Wicked? I just saw it on Friday. It was so good. Like the ending, so good, man. I almost wanted to cry. I'm not usually the type to cry in musicals anyway, so to me that was like it's a big deal. Um, what's it called? All I did was take a half a cup of the brown sugar and put it and mix it with the butter. And if you're like at home right now, you can do this with me. Like that's good. All you need is brown sugar, cinnamon, biscuits, butter, and that's pretty much it. So it's really simple. This part is kind of takes a while because the butter is hot and so it's taking a while for it to become like thicker. So what are you guys wanting for Christmas? Like, I have Nikes on my list. What else? I have a few hoodies. I have a book. I have a book this year. Mariah Carey's Meaning of Mariah. I'm like Mariah Carey's like fan. Like I love Mariah Carey, so hopefully I can get her a book and her T-shirt. And I feel like I'd really want to see her in concert. So yeah. Before this, I was watching a movie on Netflix called The Kissing Booth. It's my first time watching it. It's very it's funny but not at the same time. She's 16, but our decisions would be a little bit different. I'm like an hour, not even an hour in, like 45 minutes. Okay, as that is going to harden or whatever. There's Christmas music playing in the background over here. Anyway, we're gonna take the we're gonna take the cinnamon and then we're gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of it, and we're going to mix that with sugar. I have to figure out the measurement. I'm trying to be brave here and not use the measurements, but so far it's not working. So what is your Christmas menus? Like, what's on your Christmas menus this year? This is so different for me to go live downstairs. I'm usually upstairs in my room doing it. So I'm trying to like be live, but then like actually bake something for my family. Okay, we're gonna like level this out. The knife. One teaspoon, so I need one more. I couldn't find the half teaspoon, so I'm gonna use the 1/4 and just use it twice. And 2. That's a lot of cinnamon, but it's okay. This is what it looks like. And of course I like missed the whole thing, so I'm just gonna forget that there. Okay. Where did I put the sugar? I'm gonna kind of eyeball the sugar there. At school we used half a cup, so you could do that, but I feel like that was too much sugar last time, so I'm just gonna like kind of eyeball it. I was watching before this Blake Lively make her key lime pie, and the whole time she was eyeballing things, so it's okay. I actually didn't know that this kind of like monkey bread thing was a real thing until foods class, and it actually tasted really good. So yeah, so I'm just kind of. It needs more sugar though. Like, come on. I have a sweet tooth, so my family not so much. So I have to like be careful of that. because there's diabetes in my family and things like that. So I have to be careful. That might have been too much sugar. Last time I made a mistake of adding, where is it, brown sugar into it. Also, I'm not sure if you can tell, but there's like snow all over the ground, so it's like negative degrees today. So at least I think it is. Okay, so that's what it should mostly look like. I'm one of those type of bakers. Well, I'm not even really a baker, but you know what I mean. I'm that type of person who likes to clean up as they go. That makes sense. Like, I don't want to have a big mess to worry about later. So, yeah, that's just my kind of baking. Now, I let this sit for a little bit, and it kind of hardened, so it makes it easier to stir. I don't know why the comments stopped. What should I ask a question for? What do you want for Christmas? What do you want? Okay. I just added a question to it. See if you can answer it. Okay. But yeah, I'm so excited for Christmas. My family's doing like not a traditional Christmas dinner this year. My aunt's hosting, so she's making like chicken and dumplings, corn pudding. I don't know what that is. And salmon. So overall, it sounds pretty good. And my grandma right now is getting started on her cherry cheese pie. So yeah, I'm excited. I maybe I should next time boil this in the stove. I made this recipe on. Can people not answer it? Oh, there we go. I made this like monkey bread thing on Thanksgiving, and my family. Well, I added too much sugar by accident, and so it kind of messed up. So that's why I was being careful of how much sugar I put in it. But my Nana and my Uncle Gary really liked it. The rest of my family thought it was too sweet, so I'm modifying it. But I have a sweet tooth, so I kind of have. I thought it was perfect, but you know, I have like sweet things and salty things, like savory, you know. But not everyone in my family is that way, so. Okay, this is kind of becoming the texture that we want. I'm still singing wicked songs like. So if you care to find me, look to the western sky, as someone told me lately. I did not see the original Wizard of Oz, so it was kind of interesting to see that Oz is evil. So it was definitely different, and I've always thought the Wicked Witch of the West. In my head, I always thought she would probably be wicked, but she wasn't. So, yeah. It was very good. I'm trying to open this. I'm always scared of the pop though. Like, it can either mess it up or turn out really good. I also found this new hot chocolate recipe at my church they make, and it's like so good, but they use French vanilla coffee creamer and chocolate sauce, and I don't like chocolate sauce. Like, I'm not that into chocolate, but that's delicious. So my dad just got the ingredients, so we're gonna try to make it later. Do you have anything? No, not Thanksgiving. Christmas traditions. A couple years ago, my family read the chapter of Luke every day, going up to like Christmas for Jesus' birth, and it was really good. Like, it was during COVID, so it was a nice way for us to spend time together and everything, and we learned a lot. That was my first time reading Luke. Usually my favorite chapter is like John or Matthew, but I never thought about Luke, and Mark is probably one of my favorites. But it had exactly, I believe, 25 chapters in it, so it was great to lead up to Christmas with. See, that's why I'm scared of it. Like, it did that on its own. I didn't even press on it. Usually my dog barks when I do it. But yeah, so as someone told me lately. So if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. Okay, so this is not trash. You don't read it anymore. You're not gonna use the recipe on it either. There's nothing on it. But the thing is, we're gonna take 2 by 2. So we're gonna like use 2 at a time. We're gonna lay it. We're gonna lay it flat like that, and we're gonna cut it into eighths. So it's gonna be like, how long have I been on for? 15 minutes. Okay. We're gonna cut it into eighths, but it's kind of sticky, especially because these have been sitting out for a little bit. So my recommendation is to leave it like in the fridge until you're ready to prepare it, because this is not working. Like, it's too stretchy and soft. Usually I don't bake things a lot. Like, my brother likes to cook, and if I have to bake, I'll bake. But since I have a sweet tooth, when I do bake, it is fun. So yeah, I'm thinking about going live on Christmas morning and like showing my Christmas. My first live ever was last Christmas, where I opened my presents for you, and you all really like that. So I'm going to try it again. I honestly don't really know what my parents got for Christmas because I sent them Amazon links, but they went to the store, so it's like, yeah. It's like so sticky. My brother isn't the type who wants a whole lot of things for Christmas. So like, he's kind of like anything New York Knicks, because that's his team. Like, he loves the New York Knicks. So yeah. It's been so busy at my house with basketball season and everything. I don't play basketball, but my brother does, and so we've been going to a lot of his games, and yeah, it's a lot. But it's fun. I get to see him play, so. It is different though this year. Yeah, he's on JV now. Okay, so we kind of cut it into like a little star shape, and it's kind of pretty like that anyway, but unfortunately we have to break them apart. And I'm going to show you. This was the butter. This was the 1 stick of butter, the half a cup of brown sugar, and the butter was heated up for like 45 seconds or so, but it was already sitting out. And then this was our cinnamon sugar, where we put 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon and kind of eyeballed the sugar with a little bit over half a cup. So that's where I'm at right now. So if you take your little piece, it's like a mini dough thing, I don't know. You're going to take it and dip it in your cinnamon sugar mixture. And so I'm taking this little measurement and just kind of, you know, coating it. And I forgot one thing. You're going to take your muffin tin or whatever and make sure your things are all on them so that you can immediately place them. These aren't real foil. I would have thought that, because I microwaved it before by accident and nothing sparked, or so it worked out. So if you are making this on Christmas, I would recommend using more Christmas colors for your things to make it more festive. I know sugar's like, it depends on how much sugar you put in it, but I like cut the sugar in half pretty much. And we're not going to use all of that. I made the mistake last time, so it's okay. Yeah. But I totally understand your concerns though. Like, it looks like a lot of sugar, but there's like a whole bunch left over. We're not really using it. Make sure we have enough. I'm making 12, so if you're making this with me, I would get a 12 cupcake tray. Something different is that Christmas is on a weekday, so we aren't having a church service on Christmas, so that's different. Um, and Christmas Eve is tomorrow, so we have like a whole bunch of family traditions, just like little things we've come up with over the years. So we have this house we always go to that does really good Christmas decorations where they light up and have music with them. So ever since I've been like a little girl, we've always gone there. So that's like something I look forward to. And if you've seen the Polar Express, if you haven't, like, you've got to watch it. I've been watching that every Christmas Eve with my family since like 3rd grade, so that's really good. I'm in 10th grade now. I take this, put it in there. You're dipping them in here, and then I put like 3 per one. And if you run out, that's why you want to put them evenly. So don't put too much at a time. Is pretty much what I'm saying. So I do 3 in each one since we're doing cutting them into 8ths, if that makes sense. This is like my first time doing like a recipe video or live. Usually if I do, I'm doing it in a YouTube short or cutting it or whatever, but I can't really do that. Okay, so this is where you can determine how much sugar you want. Okay. I actually did do a YouTube short on my Christmas tree. I did not expect it to get like, how much did it get? Like over 60K or something? I don't know. I didn't expect it. All I did was just record my Christmas tree and then boom. Yeah. It's always the least expected things that go viral for some reason. I don't know. My dog is very quiet today. I don't know why. She's usually barking in the background. Okay. Again, I kind of let these sit out for a little bit, which I shouldn't have done. So they're kind of looking like that. Okay. So this is pretty much what I'm doing. I ran out of one, so it's okay. It's just going to sit like that. And that we're not going to use that till the end. Then we put this in here, and so you can vary how much you want. Like this one doesn't have too much sugar in it, but this one has more. So you can just kind of, thank you. So you can kind of just like determine how much you want. And they're going to look even better once they're cooked, so yeah. And if you didn't want them to be in these kind of shapes, you can like transform it into something else. Right around this time is when I turn on the oven to reheat it. And I have it on 350. That's just what I always use, so I'm just going to use 350. My oven doesn't take too long to reheat, so that's why I do it towards the end. But for someone else, I would start it as you're beginning to cook. Yeah, so this is what they look like. Then you're cutting them into 8s. Yeah, what day was that? That was Saturday. So 2 days ago, I sang at church, and it was like a kind of a Christmas musical. And the day before, I came out with a sore throat. So I kind of pushed through it, and whenever I sing, I always wind up getting a sore throat. It's like the worst feeling ever, but, you know, I just kind of pushed through it. So my voice is kind of still getting back there. It's going now, and I have a really strong immune system. Yeah, so the cold never actually came on. I just had the effects of a sore throat. So that's why I'm like kind of, my nose is kind of stuffy. Okay. Yeah, definitely should have left these in the fridge and not taken them out so soon because they're really sticky, which makes it hard. I actually don't know a Christmas Carol. I feel like I don't. Wait, is Christmas Carol a song or do you mean like an actual Christmas? I don't know. See, this is what I mean. This is what happens when you take it out too soon. So I'm just gonna like this. This part is just kind of repetitive, so you're just doing the same thing over and over. Since I'm making this for other people, I'm kind of taking my time a little bit. I used half of the sugar I used last time, so I'm kind of running out already, but make sure it's late. Why did I take these out so soon? Okay, I'm so annoyed with myself right now. Because now they're like this. Usually they take about 15 minutes to bake, so it's not that long. So it does go by pretty fast. With the bun cake, it took like 45 minutes to bake. So that was like I just sat and watched a movie until it was done. And they had to go in for like 6 more minutes. So the muffins are definitely a lot faster, which is why we made them in school. This is what they're looking like right now. This is like the cinnamon sugar we're using. And remember, we're not gonna, I kind of sometimes have to stop and mix this so it doesn't become hard. But we're gonna save that for later when we like drizzle it across them. Again, I never heard of this recipe before until like until school when we actually made them. It's a lot easier when they're colder, so I'm kind of struggling here, but yeah. I'm gonna go get the camera angle. There you go. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. It won't cut. Sometimes I mix the words cooking and baking by accident, so if you hear that, just know. Like, I know the difference. It's just I'm trying to cook and think at the same time. Yeah, that's true. My brother in his foods class, the teacher had them put chocolate chips in there, which sounds really good. We don't have any chocolate chips right now, but if you want to add that in there, like just like stick them in, that sounds really good too. I'd actually recommend that though. I had a bite of his and they did work together. Just my teacher didn't like put any toppings in it, so I just kind of stayed away from it. I feel like strawberries or fruit would taste good in it. My dad actually wanted to put cooked apples into them and then like put in the oven. So it'd be like an apple pie, but not really. I think it was a good idea, but we didn't actually go through with it because I didn't want to mess it up for Thanksgiving because I made this on Thanksgiving. Okay. So I have 3 more to cut, and then once this goes off, then we're gonna put them. Usually I use a butter knife, but because this is so sticky, I have to use this kind of knife. I'm actually excited about seeing the Polar Express. Have you guys seen Moana yet? Oh, really? That sounds good. Especially like the strawberry base. That sounds good, yeah. Again, I didn't even know about this recipe until I had class on it. So, yeah. This is my first time taking foods. Last year, freshman year, I took um, creative visual media instead of foods. But so far, it's been a lot of fun doing foods. So, yeah. Next year, like 2025 plans, I feel like I'm going to go outside my comfort zone a little bit more. Oh, you saw Moana? I want to see Moana so bad, but it was a choice between Wicked and Moana, and Wicked I think was gonna go out of theaters first, so we saw Wicked on Friday. But Moana sounds really good. I heard it had some mixed feelings, but my friend told me it was better than the first one, so I do have to see it. For 2025, I want to well, I have two things I'm going to accomplish. One, I already signed up for the track team, so I'm going to be doing that next year. So that's during the springtime. So I'm going to start, like, going to the gym more and getting conditioned for track pretty much. And then during the winter time, I'm going to be doing my school theater production. So, yeah, that's going to take a lot of time and practice. So it's right after winter break is when we get back into rehearsals. So I'm looking forward to it, but I know Tech Week is coming, and that's always the worst. Tech Week is like a full week of theater, and you're there till like after school all the way up to like 9 o'clock at night. They do give you dinner, but it's the last week before the show, and it's like the most stressful week. So yeah, it's fun though, especially if you do it with your friends. Like it's so much fun. This is my first time doing a production at my school. Usually I do like a summer theater program outside of school, so that's usually how I have done theater, but this is my first time actually doing it at my high school. So I auditioned for a part, but I didn't get it. But I got ensemble, so I'm still gonna be in the production. I didn't get cut or anything, but I just didn't get the role I wanted. But it's okay. I think during this whole process, I'm gonna get better at my acting because I feel like I do need to get better at my acting. Yeah. I don't have any like training on acting, so I just kind of. Okay, yeah, see what I mean? Like, it's really fast. So it's already done, ready for me to put it in. So I'm going to hurry up a little bit more. It's like 1:50 right now, so 1:50, I mean like time. So I would like to have these done before my mom and dad get home so that they can have some. But usually these things go so fast where I don't even get to have that much. Yeah, Wicked is out. Yeah. Okay, last two. And then 12:20. Wow. That's like in 12:20 in the morning? That's crazy. Right now it's like 1:50 for me in the US. Okay. Okay, finished. So you guys can kind of see what it looks like. I put around 3 in each one. So yeah, they look pretty good. So now, I'm just gonna put this in the sink. and see how much extra sugar we have left. I'm not going to put all of it, but I'm just going to kind of like lightly sprinkle it on top of some, so it gets that caramel kind of effect. Thank you. And this is pretty much caramel. So, how do you guys say it? My mom says caramel. My family says caramel, but my family is from the city, so they say caramel. But my mom, we live in like kind of the country, so we say caramel. It's so confusing. Okay, I think that's enough. I don't want to mess it up like last time where I added too much sugar. So when it comes to this was the half a cup of butter and like no, not half a cup of butter. It's one stick of butter and half a cup of brown sugar. I'm going to try something different. We have vanilla extract. So we're just going to be using that. We have lemon extract, strawberry extract, so I'm just going to try it a little bit. You know what? I don't even trust myself with that. I'm going to use the actual measuring thing. This is a 1/4 tablespoon, a teaspoon. I don't even know if I'm going to use all of it. Okay, I'm going to just do 1/4 teaspoon. I'm going to put that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to microwave this for like 10 more seconds, just so it's supposed to be a little bit more liquid, but since it was sitting out, and also it takes more time when I'm live. It takes more time when I'm live, so I'm doing it for 6 seconds. I'm convinced that with lives it kind of lags because I'll say something like ask a question and it just kind of, it's weird. I think it smells really good. I mean, it smells like caramel. Okay. So it's not too liquid, but it's not too firm. It's like just right. It's kind of like that Goldilocks, as my foods teacher says. So now what we're going to do is make sure you can see. I'll start with this one. Let me actually close this so I don't get clumsy and spill it everywhere. Okay. So now what we're going to do is just take like a little spoonful of it and no, I didn't bake them yet, but I'm after I put this on, then we'll put them straight in the oven. I'll start with this one so you can see. We're just gonna like drizzle it kind of on top, like caramel. We actually have caramel in there, so if we wanted to, we could add that. But just make sure it's kind of like nicely on top of everything. And usually after I'm done, yeah, usually after I'm done, I'll just go around and make sure I use the rest of it on all of them. If I don't see all your comments, I'm sorry. I'm like trying to bake and like look at what you guys are saying at the same time. Okay. So I'm just like putting them on. Okay. I mean, this tastes really good on Christmas Eve or just Christmas Day. Like, I made this in an actual bun cake, so it was bigger. And my family took like slices home. So this is just, and they're gonna rise, by the way. It is going to get bigger, so that's why I only put 3 in each one. That's the one thing with baking. It looks small now, but then it's gonna get bigger. It's not for Christmas, but it could be for Christmas if you wanted to make it for Christmas. But I'm just making this because I saw we had the ingredients in the fridge and I was kind of bored, so I'm like, okay, why not bake? And I was supposed to go on live anyway, so I'm like, okay, why not? Usually I don't do lives too much. It just takes a lot of time, but if I'm like on a weekend or on winter break like this, then of course I'm gonna go. I feel like lives are easier than videos because with videos sometimes it takes a lot to edit and it takes hours and days depending on the style of video. Like the get ready with me one I posted, that took me like a good 3 days. The what's it called, the freshman advice video, that took me a while as well. Yes, I totally did not plan this, and I'm wearing Christmas pajamas too, but I did not plan that at all. I just so happened to be like, oh yeah. I just feel like being comfortable today, so. This morning I ran into the problem where I could not find my glasses anywhere, and I couldn't see, so I was trying to find them, so. That's the one part about people who wear glasses. I'm sure you can understand. When you can't find them, like how are you supposed to when you can't even see? That's why I usually wear contacts. I'm just doing with a little bit more. So now we can finally put them in the oven. I'm gonna go get like the oven mitts. Okay. We're gonna actually. Oh, thank you. Okay. And I just got them too, like I guess a month ago, so they're kind of new. Okay, I'm gonna put them in the oven. Okay, so they're in, and I'm going to set timer for, I'll say 15 minutes. I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes. Start. Okay, so it's going to go in there. Yeah, it does. It kind of smells like it too, so. As of reading, I want to show you like what I meant by it was snowing. Like legitimately, this is our backyard. And it was like snowing on the first day of Christmas break, or winter break, I should say. So yeah. Also, someone wanted to see my Christmas tree, so I'll show it. Yeah. And these are our stockings. And my dog has one this year. It's so cute. Yeah. Okay. Wait, let me see if she wants to say hi. She's like sleeping right now, so. Okay. So it's gonna be like 14 minutes. So, and exactly 14 minutes, I'll come back on live to show you. So like, do what you want to do for the next 14 minutes. So yeah, I will see you in a second. Oh. Okay, I'll see you in 13 minutes and 40 seconds. Bye.